So Alison, can you tell me a little bit more about what made you come to see your GP?
Yeah, I've just been feeling like quite sad recently. Like I just keep crying, and it's not like me.
Yeah, that sounds really difficult. I mean, when you say sad, what do you mean by that? If you can tell me a little bit more.
Yeah, I suppose it's just I feel quite down.
Okay.
And I just don't seem to be able to get the energy to do the things I used to do.
Okay, so your energy levels are a little bit low at the moment as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, and when you say you're feeling sad, you're crying quite a lot, and you're feeling down, can you explain a little bit more about what you mean when you're feeling down?
Yeah, I suppose this is just quite difficult. Like it's like I've lost my motivation to do anything, I suppose.
Okay.
Everything just seems really difficult. Even getting out of bed is hard.
Okay. Sounds like you're going through a difficult time at the moment. Okay. And when you say your motivation feels like it's low, what do you mean? What sort of things have you lost motivation to do?
Loads of stuff really. I've stopped going out that much. Not really doing anything around the house. It's getting quite messy, and it's just like I know it's a mess, but like I think I should do something, and then I just don't do it.
Okay. So it sounds like, from what you've told me, you're feeling down, your energy levels are low, you're feeling sad and you're crying a lot of the time. And a lot of this has resulted in your motivation being quite low, so you've stopped going out as much as you used to, you're not doing things around the house, and that's led to the house being quite untidy. Okay. I mean, is there any times when things are worse for you?
Yeah, I think it's probably worse at night time, or like late evening kind of night time.
Okay.
Because that's when I tend to be on my own more. Have quite a lot of family around in the day, like they're quite supportive, but once I'm on my own, it all comes rushing back.
Okay. So I was going to ask you, what is it about the night that's particularly difficult?
I think it's being alone with my thoughts.
Okay.
It's when it starts, like like how am I going to afford all the things that I need, and like I just feel like I'll never be able to get a job again.
Okay. So it sounds like there's a few kind of thoughts going on there. So you talked about how am I going to afford things, and also about your job. Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
Yeah, it was 6 months ago. The company, we didn't realise, but they apparently weren't doing so well, and then a couple of days before Christmas got made redundant, which was really bad timing.
Yeah, I can imagine. Okay. And is there anything else about your thoughts that really related to that affect you?
I guess it's about what other people are thinking. Like, I've stopped going out a lot because I'm just so worried that other people are going to be like, oh, look at her, like she's useless, she's not doing anything useful.
That must be a really difficult thought to have, and especially, like you said, you were made redundant, so that itself must be...
Yeah, it's horrible.
Okay. And we talked a little bit about what times things might be worse. What about if there's any particular people things are better or worse around? Have you noticed any difference?
Yeah, it's definitely better around my family. They're lovely. I couldn't ask for more.
That's good.
But it's definitely worse with the people I used to talk to at the gym.
Okay. Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
Yeah.
People at the gym.
Yeah, I used to go to the gym quite a lot, like 2 to 3 times a week, maybe more sometimes, and like do some of the classes there as well.
Okay.
I really enjoyed it, but I'm so worried about what those people are going to think of me now, and plus it's got quite difficult financially as well.
Okay.
That I just can't go. I haven't been for weeks.
Okay. Okay. So it sounds like gym was something that you used to sort of do quite regularly.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Okay, and it's a shame that you're not going anymore. And okay, and when you say you're worried about the people at the gym, I mean, what is it about that worries you?
I think it's just like, they're judging me. They're
Okay.
gonna know that I can't afford it, and that they're gonna think I'm lazy. That I'm not doing anything.
Okay. 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 And what about if we think about, you said that around your family, that's really you know, it's better when your family are around because they're quite supportive, and it's worse with people at the gym. Is that okay? That's something we can look at in a little bit more detail once the sessions sort of progress.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So we've covered that. So thinking about any places that it's worse in, is there any particular places that things are you feel worse in?
Anywhere that's outside of my house, really,
Okay.
like the gym. But then also, like, I hate going to the supermarket because, again,
Okay.
there's loads of people and I feel like everyone knows,
Okay.
Um,
And when you mean they know, what do you mean by that?
like about that I don't have a job, and
Okay.
I've never not had a job before, so it's just
Okay.
it just feels different.
Okay. So again, it's the thoughts that what other people might be thinking about you, or whether they're judging you. Is that right? Okay. I mean, just to summarise this section, it sounds like you're having a really difficult time at the moment. You're feeling sad. You find that you're crying quite a lot, and you're feeling down. Your energy levels are really low. Things seem to be worse when you're outside the house. It may be at the gym or the supermarket, but it's you're worried about what people might be thinking about you. So things that you might be lazy. So this is people at the gym as well as people at the supermarket.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's better when you're around your family because they are supportive.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. And it's usually worse when you're on your own, maybe in the evenings when these thoughts are more sort of dominant. Is that right?
Yeah, that sounds right.
Thank you for that. And it helps sort of get a better understanding of what's going on for you. What I'd also like you to do is if I can ask you to complete this questionnaire.